there's definitely more excitement and interest in media now in the past 12 months. I mean, when Jonah and I got together after the Series B, which Ari had invested in, and we went to do the Series C, and we were putting up revenue, nobody was interested in the company. Nobody was interested in the company. NEA and Patrick Cairns were the only people that were interested, really. And we did rounds, and we never had the heat on us that like a Snapchat had, or an Instagram or anything like that. I think that's good because we don't know any other posture than killing ourselves and scrapping by, right? So we were never that loved. So that puts you in a position where you got to make everything work. You got to figure everything out. You got to put up big revenue numbers. You got to have a good business and a good consumer product because someone's not going to give you an insane valuation because they love you.
Well, is WhatsApp worth 16 or 19 billion?
I think it's a really hard price to get your arms around, right? But I do think this. I think we live in a time where these companies throw off all this cash, and they have two options with that cash. You either do a stock buyback, which impacts your stock modestly, maybe for a month or two, and then it goes back to where it was, or you use this money to bet on your future. And there's basically no penalties for investing to protect yourself. And this stuff is so volatile. When we were on CNBC on the day of the WhatsApp deal, Berman from the Wall Street Journal said, the one thing I think is that this maybe says that Facebook is more susceptible and doesn't have quite as good of a wall around it because they had to spend $19 billion for WhatsApp. And I think that's the right conclusion.
Really?
I do.
Instead of that it was fundamentally a protective thing to do.
No, but that it is protective. That if they had to spend $19 billion to buy WhatsApp, that means they had to spend a lot of money to buy something that could have been super threatening. And that says that their franchise is very volatile.